Hello, hello, you beautiful soul. Okay, so I had a message come through. I don't know who this is for, but it is about what at least one has called, and Spirit has also called, the Cosmic Giggle, right? My giggle. And I'm not the only one who has this. And it's not even just the giggle, it's the frequency, it's the energy, right? Maybe you don't giggle aloud, but you giggle internally. And I also know I'm not the only one who giggles aloud like I do. I know you guys, some of you guys do. My Nana does. And I always watched her, and she always got made fun of because it was kind of like a tick and like a neuro spicy seasoning. You can call it that, little sprinkle, little dazzle, little seasoning. You hear me? But I was talking to Spirit about this, and some could say it's a nervous laugh. I definitely say that probably a lot of the times. Nervous laugh, 111, as I'm saying this. But Spirit was telling me about the energy that it stirs and carries, I guess. And if you have the cosmic giggle, right, or you embody this trickster energy, go ahead and hit the like button, because I want to know how many of y'all are with me. I know it's not just me. But Spirit was talking about innocence, right? An inner child. And children love to play and giggle and laugh. I mean, if there's anything that will like expand your heart, is seeing an innocent child playing and having fun and giggling, right? And it's so interesting because I was sitting in the inner child, the child of the Trinity energy, and also kind of watching the cosmic parents, right? 222 as I look up. Watching the father archetype kind of just like standing back, just like watching with a smirk, right? And then I was seeing the mother, the divine mother, giggling, right? And I actually had a message from her come through, like specifically from her. It was like the divine mother energy and the giggle that she has for us. And if you're a parent, I know you know how adorable it is to see your kids try and figure things out, right, on their own. And not that you're laughing at them because they're naive or whatever, but you giggle internally because it is just so precious, right? And so I was getting this message from the Divine Mother, and she's like, look, I understand how clueless humans can be, right? It's like we're the cosmic kids of the universe, being humans here. And she's like, this was another thing that came through. I thought it was really funny. And I resonated with this because I'm a mom. But she's like, I don't mind picking up after you guys sometimes, right? But she doesn't want to be taken advantage of. So that was coming through. I had to put that out there. And I think a lot of it just has to do with, our environment, understanding the earth, understanding how clueless we are, right? So there is a natural system put into place to decompose and transmute energies and all of these things. So just as a child, and like I said, if you have kids, you understand, based on their level of awareness is where your standard or your expectation is set, right? As far as what they can actually do to truly sanitize, keep themselves clean, right? Taken care of and manage all of their things, if that makes sense. So there was that. But there was so much coming through about this cosmic laugh, right? And part of it was recognition, right? Like you either recognize the laugh, 444, as I look up, recognize the laugh inside of you, like being you and your inner child laughing along with my inner child. I'm just a reflection of you, right? You manifested me here to say these words to remind you to whatever, right? So if my giggle brings you joy and you resonate with it, then it's for you, and it's reflecting back to you what where you're at, in your inner child stuff, or maybe it activates that healing even further to allow you to step fully into a position of acceptance, right, of all the versions of you, your child, and protecting that child, and standing firm for that child, being the person that that child has to look forward to being. And or what can happen is trigger wounds, right? And this is like your ego speaking. And so there was like there was this message coming through too about like having an evil laugh, because I actually have had a few people, and if you have the cosmic giggle, you already know, right? You're a dark empath, you embody that trickster energy. And I was getting, Spirit was just reminding me how many times people have gotten mad at me for giggling, right? And there are some people who have gotten so insanely irritated by it, or thought that it was like some evil laugh, like I'm the devil, right? Like, how could you laugh at this? This is not funny, right? But it is, whenever you are embodying and in touch with your higher self, with God, with the mother, with the father, right? Like, you can see the mistakes that humans make, but then you can also give them grace, because it's all based on their level of awareness and their consciousness, right? Sometimes it's just is part of being a human. And so there was that. It was like this this strong irritation, or this strong resonance, or maybe just not really caring for either way. Just being neutral, just being like, whatever, it's a giggle. So what Spirit was saying is that this cosmic giggle, right, that you have, that I have, it disarms, okay? It opens the heart. And that was kind of what I was saying at the beginning, like what makes your heart, you know, bust open more than seeing a child happy playing, right? So Spirit was saying that it shakes loose dense energy pockets, right? And then I was thinking about like comical relief, how in movies or shows things get really tense, and it gets thick, right? And then there's a little bit of comic relief depending on your level of darkness and humor, what you have a taste for, right? And it just shakes loose a little bit of that tension, right? So that your nervous system can calm down. Or I was hearing your nervous system can dance, right? And flow with processing what you're actually watching, right? This tense energy playing out. Because your body doesn't necessarily know that it's a show that you're watching. I have something in my hair. I don't know what it is. Rice or something. um, so yeah, it's like your nervous system. That's why they do that comical relief stuff. And so that was coming through. But I I recently had somebody in the comments tell me, he was like, oh, cut the giggle and get to the point, right? But there's sometimes a need to pause, right? And this need to pause can come in complete silence. It can come in a giggle, right? The appreciation for the sacred paradox that this experience is, right? And Spirit was saying that this giggle is not surface level, and that it's a multi-dimensional tickle. And I thought that was so cute. I've never heard something like that before, and that just like was the icing on the cake. A multi-dimensional tickle. Like, come on now. But it got a little serious because I was doing a meditation, and I got to meet the divine fool, right? And the words trickster, oracle, mother came through, right? And so for the ones who embody this energy, this is like 1010 is a look up, like integration, full integration, right? So far on your mission. And deflation of ego, right? It's not like you are doing any laughing, playing, poking from a wounded ego space, right? This is all healed, integrated energy. And boy, Spirit said, for the ones who embody this energy, right, who dance with it, this had me laugh at it. Spirit said, the one who makes the multi-dimensional realms double over in laughter and then stand at attention because the code just dropped between the punchlines. Ooh, bam. I was like, tell me that is not true, right? Are you not the type of person who can make a joke and not in a way to harm, right? But just to make light a little bit of a very thick situation, right? And it's not that you are trying to play off the tension. No, you're doing it to command attention in a playful manner, is what I was just getting. Like, whoa, you slick little trickster. I love it. You're amazing. And it's, you know, it is a dangerous game to play, and it really takes a very strong, integrated person to be able to navigate through this energy and not get lost in it, right? So I love you. You're amazing. If you resonated with this, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, share it with somebody who you know might have the cosmic giggle, or yes, whatever. I don't know. I love you. You're amazing, and you're beautiful, and you're needed, and you're wanted. And that's it.